Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to solve this one. A pentagonal prism, which is edge of base is 25 mm and height is 60 mm. It is resting on HP on a corner of its base and axis making 40° with the HP, as well as the axis makes 45° with the VP. So again, look here. This prism will be like this one. If it is a pentagon prism, then in the top as well as in the bottom face we will have pentagon, and these faces will be straight one. So you can see in the top face we have one pentagon, in the bottom we have another pentagon. So in the top view we will have only a pentagon, but corners will be, there will be top corners as well as the bottom corners. So what we will do, start with this one, 5 edges, then 5 corners, sorry, now 25, and so here we do not use any slant edges because you can see in the structure we have straight faces. So in the top view we will have this, only this solid body of pentagonal structure. Just going to change it. Now mark them. I'm going to mark them with a bracket 1. Okay, why this? Because we have, in the top view we will have a pentagon, but here you can see in the prism we have two pentagons. One will be at the top, another will be at the bottom. So if this corner is A, if we represent bottom face with the ABCDE and top face with 1 2 3 4 5, then if this is A, then this one corner will be 1, and in the top view these two corners will lie on the same corner. So A and 1 will lie on the same point. That is why I'm using this A1. Similarly, B2, C3. So just name them in which alphabets are for the bottom pentagon, and numerals 1 2 3 4 are for the top pentagon. And the center of the bottom pentagon will be represented with a small 0, and the top center is represented by 0. So second point will be B2. 2 is for the top pentagon. This point is C3. This one here is, sorry, D and 4. And this one here is E5. And the center is this one. The center is, bottom face center is 0, and top face center is, sorry, bottom face center is small o, top face center is 0. Now just change them to the main drawing. Okay, so now this is our center. Now from this top view, because this is a prism, now we need to provide a height. So here we are going to develop the front view from this top view. This is the central axis. Up to, you have to draw a line up to this reference line. Now from this line you have to create the height, which is 60 mm in this case. So from this point, draw a vertical line which is of 60 mm length. Now just change this to the axis because this is our central axis. So we are using a different layer for this one. Now again, both points lie on this same point. Again, these C3 and E5 will lie on this point here, and D is here. We have kept this D4 to the right side because this pentagonal prism is resting on the HP on this corner. Now we need to draw the here. So this will be the first one, this will be second one, and this will be our third one. Now you can just extend this thing up to this one and remove the extra one with the trim. This one too. Now just connect this here. So this one, this, all these lines are solids. These edges are solid because they are right in front. This A1 edge is directly behind this B2 edge. That is why we are not showing it here. Just mark them. The bottom pentagonal face is represented by small letters and the top pentagonal face is represented by numerals. So just mark them. This one is, this point represent A dash as well as this B dash. This one here, bottom center point is small o dash. This one here is E dash and C dash. This point here is D dash. And the top pentagonal face, which is represented by this line, is here. This one is 1 dash. This one here 1 as well as 2 dash. Top center of the pentagon is represented by 0 dash. This one is 5 and 3. 5 dash, and this point also represent 3 dash. And actually this point represent edge, and this one here is 4 dash. So this line represent top pentagon and this line represent bottom pentagon. Center of top pentagon is 0 dash, center of bottom pentagon is 4 dash. So just select them and change them to main drawing. Okay, so this is our front view, and the axial height of this pentagonal prism is 60 mm, and the edge length of this pentagonal prism is 25. So you need to use aligned line to measure this one. Okay, so this one, these are given in the question. So here, now as per the second question condition, what we have to do, we have to make sure the while resting on one of its corner, the axis make 40 degree with the HP. And in our question, we are considering this prism is resting on this point D, this bottom face, this one D. So now just copy this thing and move it to the right. Now you have to rotate it in a such a way that this resting corner D should stay on the reference line, and this angle makes this axis makes an angle of 40 degree with the XY. So just do this and rotate it by, suppose if I press 40 degree, then it will rotate in the opposite direction, which is again going to be 50 degree. So what I can do is, we need 40 degree, this is 50 degree. So what I can do is, again just reverse the rotation and reverse the angle. This one as a center, instead of 40 degree, I'm going to type minus 50. Now you can check the angle. Now the angle is 40 degree, which is the required angle. Now after rotation, just move this thing to the upside, because we know D is the resting corner, so it should stay on the reference line. So just make this corner, okay, select everything first, this one, and move this upside. Now here you can see, now D is resting on the HP or on the reference line, because this is the resting corner on which our pentagonal prism is resting. And now, and one more thing is, this angle should be 40 degree, so it is 40 degree. Okay, now next thing is, from this top view you have to find out the from this front view you have to find out top view. So you can do one thing, just make sure to trace one pentagon at a time. First trace this bottom pentagon, then trace this top pentagon, to avoid any confusion in the process. Just do the simplest thing, because a single confusion can create a big problem here. So we will go with the bottom face first. First we will trace out this pentagon, then we will go for this top one. So let's start with the bottom one. First, this is D, and make this vertical. Now D point is here, so this is going to be our point D. And now next point is E and C. This is our E here, and this is C. So just copy this thing here. Now this point is E, and this point here is C. Now we need A and B. So from this point, draw a vertical line. This is going to be point D, and this is going to become our point A. Now just copy this notation. This is going to become A, and this one here is point B. Now connect these corners to make our base pentagon. So this one is A, B, D, and E. Now just make them or change them to solid part. Okay. So this is our base pentagon. Now we need to find our top pentagon. So what we can do is I'm going to remove this one vertical construction line. I don't know them anymore. Now I have to find out this one top pentagon. So start with 4. Again 4 one will lie on this horizontal line. So just going to extend this thing a bit. Okay, so this is our point 4. And next one is 3 and 5. So from here we will get 5 here, and from here we will get 3. So just copy this thing here. This one is 5, and this will become 3. And we need 1 and 2. This draw vertical line here. Extend this line or create a new line here. This one be 1, and from here to here this will be 2. So now just copy this thing. This is going to be 1, and this is going to become 2. Now connect these points to make the top pentagon. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. Now select them and change them to the solid one. Okay. Now you can remove the construction lines. We don't need them. Now you can connect all the straight faces or these straight edges. B with 2, 1 with A to make the edges. So A with 1, E with 5, D with 4. Similarly, this one 2 with B. So these are our solid straight edges. We have 5 edges, 5 faces, and 5 corners, and 5 faces. So these are solid parts, and you can change them as well. Okay, just make sure. Now just going to change them to the main drawing because they come in the main drawing. So this is our pentagonal prism. While the axis makes an angle of 40 degree with the HP, the top view will appear like this. This is a front view from which we have traced out our top view. So now you have to find out which edge is visible, or we can say which edge is invisible. So you can see D4, D dash, and 4 dash. This is The at the bottom one, this is the lowest edge. This is at the lower side. In the top view, this is at the bottom of this body. So this is going to become invisible. This one and this one. These three edges will be invisible because they are at the downside to this body. And from here you can see this is inclined face, so that this pentagon will be totally visible. So these three edges will be invisible because d dash 4 dash is on the bottom side, and this d dash is connected to this E and C. So these two are also invisible. Now we need the central axis. So just this one 0 dash, draw a vertical line, and from this O dash draw a vertical line. Now this is our center line on which we have 0 and O. So draw a horizontal line which will intersect first, then with this here. Now remove these lines. So this is our central axis. Change it to the axis, and this one is, this left one is 0, sorry, O, and second one here is on the right. This center is 0. So this is our top view when the axis is at 40 degree and the pentagonal prism is resting on HP on one of its corner, which is B. Now from this we have to, as for the third condition, what we have to do, we have to make sure the axis make 45 degree with the VP. So third step is again the similar way. Just copy this thing, make a copy here, and again select this thing. Now rotate it by 45 degree. Okay. Just move it a little lower. Move this drawing a little lower. Okay. Now from this top view, you have to trace out the front view. So again, we will do the same thing. We'll go with the we will trace out first each pentagon, individual pentagon at a time. So we will go with the first one, this base pentagon. D is the resting corner. So from D, draw vertical line. D will come here. Now C and E dash. From here, draw a horizontal line. On this horizontal line, we have C dash E dash. So this is C, and this one here is E. So just copy this thing here. This one is E dash, this one is C dash, and this one here is D dash. Now what we need is A dash B dash. So create a horizontal line. Now this one here is A. So this point becomes A dash, and this point becomes B dash. So first one is A dash, second one is B dash. Now connect these points to make the bottom pentagon. A, B, C, D, E, and A. Now change them to the main drawing. Now just remove these construction line. I don't need them anymore. Okay. Okay, now this is our bottom pentagon. Now we need to trace our top pentagon. So just do one thing. Okay, for this first we will trace out our 4 dash. So this is horizontal line which contain 4 dash. Now from here, this is 4. So this intersection point is going to become 4 dash. Just copy this thing here. Now 3 dash and 5 dash will lie on this horizontal line. Again, this is 5. So this line, this point become 5 dash, and this one is here. This one here is 3. This point become 3 dash. So just copy these points. This one is 3 dash, and this is 5 dash. Now The last one is 1 and 2 dash, which lie on this horizontal line. So from 1, draw a vertical line, and this is our 1 dash, this intersection point, and for 2 dash, go for 2, draw a vertical line from this 2, and make this line intersect with this horizontal line. So this intersection point become 2 dash. Now connect these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make the top pentagonal face. So this one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and first. So make them solid or change them to model main drawing. Now remove this construction line, we do not need them anymore. Now you have to connect the edges, one with A, or A dash with 1, B dash with 2. So this is A dash, this one is 1 dash, this here is 2 dash, and this one here is E dash with 5 dash, and similarly this one C dash with 3 dash here, and D dash with 4 dash here. Now change them to the main drawing. So this is our pentagonal prism, which after rotating this thing with the VP, this angle should be 45. Okay. So after rotation, this is our top view, and from this top view we have traced out our front view. Now you have to see which edge is visible and which one is not. So this thing here, this will be outside, this will be inside, so this edge. So this edge will be visible. So what is invisible here is this one, because after rotation from the top view, this is at the back side, so this point is at the back side, and this one also this 4 is at the back side. Okay. And this will be at the back side, and this one. So these two edges, these 3 edges will be at the back side, so they become hidden. Now we need to find the central axis. So from here, 0 dash, draw a horizontal line, and from 0 dash, draw a vertical line. So this is our 0 dash, and this 4 dash, from here draw a line, and from here this is O dash, and this upper intersection point is 0 dash. Now connect these 2 points to make our central axis. Okay, now convert this to the axis. This is our central axis. Now you can remove these construction line. So this is our solution to the pentagonal pyramid. This pentagonal pyramid, which is resting on one of its corner, in this case which is D, and while resting on this T on the HP, the axis makes an angle of 40 degree. So from this is our top view, and along with this resting condition, the axis makes an angle of 45 degree with the VP. So this is going to be our front view. So that's it. Thank you.